Dear Gemini, have you ever wondered why you always hear two voices echoing inside you, conflicting yet blending, leaving you never truly at peace? Why you can laugh and chatter joyfully in a crowd, yet deep in your heart still feel an emptiness you can't quite name? At times, you believe you were born to connect, to bring laughter and freshness to the world. But at other times, you feel lost, as if no one truly understands the deeper layers within you. And then you ask yourself, what exactly was Gemini created for? Is this inner contradiction your flaw, or is it the sacred code the universe has encoded within your soul? Let me whisper to you, because what comes next may change the way you see yourself. You will realize that this multifaceted nature is not a burden, but a gift the universe has given you to be the bridge between two worlds: reason and emotion, light and shadow, reality and spirit. And when you recognize this, the very things that once caused you pain will transform into the power that helps you live your true mission. If these words resonate with you, leave a comment. I am ready to shine as a Gemini, to affirm that you are ready to see yourself in a new way. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because every time you choose to connect, you open another doorway for light to move closer to your soul. Now, sit down, pour yourself a warm cup of tea or coffee, and let us step into the journey of decoding why the universe created Gemini, not to live just enough, but to shine in your own unique way. Part 1. The Secret of Gemini's Origin. A Soul of Two Worlds. Dear Gemini, have you ever wondered why there are always two voices inside you, sometimes in harmony, sometimes in conflict, yet never fully separated? One voice urges you to step out into the world, to explore, to converse, to connect, to make everything lively. Meanwhile, the other voice pulls you inward, asking you to pause, to reflect, to question the true meaning of everything happening around you. This duality has often made you feel complicated, easily misunderstood, even doubtful of yourself. But what if I told you this is not chaos, not a flaw, but the very design the universe has written into your soul from the beginning? Would you believe it? Gemini is never a random zodiac sign. Your symbol, the twins, is not merely a metaphor. It is proof that you were created to be a bridge between two worlds: light and darkness, reason and emotion, reality and spirit. You carry within you a double gift: wings that let you soar high into the skies of knowledge, and fins that let you dive deep into the ocean of feeling. The universe chose you to be the messenger, the soul capable of translating humanity's most complex truths into words, into stories, into guiding light for others. Yet to live this mission fully, the universe placed within you a special kind of pain, an eternal inner contradiction. When you are joyful, a part of you still longs for silence. When you are lost in thought, another part pushes you outward for something new. This tug of war often makes you ask, is there something wrong with me? Am I too complicated? But Gemini, you must know this is the sacred code, the very engine that keeps you moving, searching, and expressing. In astrology, Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of intellect, words, and communication. This is why you think fast, speak much, and connect with ease. Mercury gives you the ability to grasp information instantly, but also makes it hard for you to settle with simple answers. You always want to explore more, to question, to dig deeper. In the natal chart, Gemini governs the third house, the house of basic knowledge, logical thinking, and daily communication. This explains why you naturally spread ideas, why people see you as a fresh breeze, an endless source of inspiration. But because of Mercury's swift influence, you also live with duality. Mercury changes quickly, moves quickly. So within you are always two extremes. One longs for freedom, the other craves deep attachment. One wants to experience everything, the other fears being trapped in any structure. This is not instability. It is the balancing mechanism the universe gave you. You are living proof that a person can be both logical and emotional, both radiant and fragile. Look closely at the myth of the twins Castor and Pollux in Greek mythology. One immortal, one mortal. One soul belonging to the heavens, one soul tied to the earth. Their coexistence within one symbol reveals your true mission: to hold the bridge between opposites. And because of this energy, you are often misunderstood as inconsistent or unreliable. But Gemini, the truth is, you were born to see both sides, to speak what others ignore, to connect what seems unrelated. Your greatest pain is the constant pull in two directions. You want to give your all in relationships, yet you crave freedom. You want to contribute, yet you fear losing yourself. Sometimes this contradiction makes you feel lost, even in a crowd. But remember, it is precisely this tension that keeps you moving. Without it, you would grow complacent and stop seeking. And then, you could not fulfill your mission. The universe created you as a translator of life, someone who can turn dry knowledge into inspiring words, who can transform loneliness into stories that connect millions of souls. So when you are called multi-faced or indecisive, don't be hurt. Understand that this is proof you are living true to your design, always moving, always learning, always spreading light. Dear Gemini, once you accept that your duality is not a flaw but a gift from the universe, you will begin to shine in a new way. You will see that every time you speak an idea, share an experience, or simply listen deeply to someone, you are living your sacred mission: to be the bridge. And that bridge is not only between people, but between people and their own souls. If these words reach the deepest part of your heart, leave a comment. I'm ready to hear my truth, to affirm that you are ready to unlock the sacred gift within. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because this is only the beginning of the journey. There are many more secrets of Gemini we will uncover together. So you will see clearly that your contradictions are not chains, but the very wings that carry you into the light. Part 2. The relentless urge. Why Gemini can't stay still. Dear Gemini, do you notice that no matter where you go, no matter what you do, there is always a wind blowing inside you, pushing you to move, to seek, to experience something new? That is the restless energy the universe placed within you from the very beginning. Not to exhaust you, nor to make you someone who can't be satisfied, as others may assume. It exists because this world needs a soul that always longs to learn, to share, to spread knowledge and experience with the collective. And that soul is you, Gemini. Have you ever blamed yourself for never feeling enough? Even when you have love, work, friends, and joy, there is still an emptiness urging you to keep searching. Others may call it inconsistency, recklessness, or fickleness. But in truth, that feeling of never being enough is your engine of evolution. Without it, you would easily stop in a safe zone, living a life that is fine but uninspired. And that goes against the essence of Gemini, the essence of movement, exploration, and expansion. In astrology, Gemini carries the element of air, which explains why You cannot stay still. Air must flow, must move, must merge with every space. When you learn something new, meet someone new, or step onto new ground, your energy comes alive, your eyes light up, and you know you are living your mission. But when forced into repetitive environments, monotonous work, or restrictive relationships, you feel withered. That's because the air within you has been blocked, no longer free to expand, connect, and flow. This duality always travels with you. Boundless curiosity and the tendency to lose direction. You can be excited by dozens of ideas at once, eager to seize every opportunity, to explore every path. But because of this, you can easily feel scattered, lacking a clear direction. This isn't a flaw in your design. The universe built you this way, so you would never stop expanding your intellect. Never be trapped in one rigid path. That scattering is actually your way of gathering, learning, and experiencing, collecting insights not only for yourself, but also to share with the world. Think about it. In conversations, you always bring fresh air, a new story, a perspective no one else has considered. That alone proves you are not aimless. You were born to see many sides of truth, to walk many paths, and then return to share them. Gemini's essence is the messenger. And how could a messenger walk only one road, speak of only one experience, when the universe gave you the mission of piecing together thousands of fragments into a greater story? Many Geminis often feel unsteady in life, as if they are always standing at a crossroads. But you must understand, it is precisely those crossroads that expand your vision, allowing you to see possibilities others cannot. Without Gemini, this world would lack bridges, messages, and ideas ahead of their time. Without you, many would not be inspired to step beyond their own safe zones. So, Gemini, the next time you feel restless, remember that unease is not a sign you're wrong, but proof your soul is moving, expanding, and evolving. Don't blame yourself for changing, for being curious, for wanting more. Be proud, because you are the one who dares to walk untraveled roads, and you are the one who brings those stories back to warm the hearts of those who need to hear them. If you feel that curiosity and urge to move stirring in your heart right now, leave a comment. I embrace my curiosity, as an affirmation that you accept this sacred gift the universe has given you. And don't forget to follow the channel so we can continue exploring together, where you'll discover that your restlessness is truly the engine that makes you the most radiant version of yourself. Part 3. The Mind and the Heart. Conflicts by Design. Dear Gemini, have you ever felt like you are a living paradox? Sharp, witty, always ready, with an answer for any situation, yet fragile enough that a single cold glance or careless word can shake you for an entire day. You are a rare combination of a brilliant mind and a tender heart. And believe me, this is not a meaningless contradiction. It is a carefully crafted design the universe has built into you. Mercury, your ruling planet, grants you quick intellect, flexible communication, and words that can be both weapons and medicine. That's why you can become the center of any conversation, why your very presence can light up a room. Yet Mercury also sows within you an invisible unease. The more you know, the deeper your awareness, the more sensitive your heart becomes to the countless shades of human experience. You want to protect yourself with logic, yet you can't stop your heart from responding to the tiniest detail in a glance, a word, or a silence. The universe created you to use your mind and words as tools to spread light. But for that light not to turn cold and rigid, it must be infused with feeling. That is why Gemini was given both the confidence of intellect and the vulnerability of emotion. This isn't weakness, it's balance. So that you always learn to listen to both sides, neither trapped in cold logic, nor swept away by uncontrolled emotion. And this mechanism often causes you to be misunderstood. You may appear strong, cheerful, and confident in a crowd, yet deep inside you long for someone who truly understands you. You can talk for hours with many people, yet at night, you may feel a loneliness that aches. Others only see a lively, sociable Gemini, but they don't realize your heart sometimes feels like a half-open door, hoping someone will truly walk in. The truth is, you can see both sides of everything. When people argue, you understand the reasons on both ends. When someone laughs, you sense what lies behind the smile. When someone is silent, you hear the echo of words unspoken. And this ability to see both sides makes you a bridge, but also often leaves you feeling isolated. Others can't understand how you can affirm one truth, then immediately recognize the value of the opposite. They call you two-faced, when in reality, you simply perceive more than they do. Gemini, you are not fake. You are the witness of multiple layers of truth. The only lesson you need is to learn when to speak and when to stay silent, to protect your heart, because not everyone is ready to receive the full truth you see. But you must also know, this union of mind and heart is what makes you irresistible and irreplaceable. Your intellect makes you sharp, wise, and quick to act. Your tender heart makes you compassionate, empathetic, able to touch the deepest corners of someone else's soul. You don't have to choose one side. You were born to embody both. And it is precisely this duality that makes you Gemini a soul of two worlds. So the next time you feel misunderstood, remember, it isn't because you're wrong, but because not everyone can sense as deeply and as multidimensionally as you. Sometimes misunderstanding is simply a reminder to be patient with yourself and to seek those who are truly worthy of hearing your voice. If you have ever been misunderstood, if you've ever felt your heart was unreachable, share that experience in the comments below and write, "I speak my truth," as a declaration to yourself that from today, you will no longer hide, but will use both your mind and your heart to live authentically and spread light. Don't forget to follow the channel to continue this journey, because this is only one step in uncovering the truth of the Gemini soul, and many more wonders await you. Part 4. The Gemini Groups, 3 Layers of Energy by Birth Date. Dear Gemini, your journey is not just about carrying two sides, two worlds within you. It is also divided into layers of energy, depending on the day you were born. This means that even within the same constellation, your soul is tuned to a unique frequency, so that you are alike in essence, yet distinct in how you express it. And it is this subtle difference that creates 3 Gemini groups, 3 layers of energy, 3 ways the universe has chosen for Gemini's light to spread into the world. May 21, May 31. The Pioneers. If you were born in the early days of Gemini season, you are the trailblazers of this sign. You carry the energy of initiation, a strong instinct for communication, and the power to spark new ideas. Mercury in you is like a young breeze, fanning quickness and confidence in how you connect. You are often the first to say what everyone else is thinking but hasn't dared to speak. The one who plants seeds for conversations that later open into entire journeys. But as a pioneer, you often face skepticism. At times you are seen as too fast, too impulsive. But in truth, it is your speed and curiosity that carry the community into new horizons. The 1st of June, the 10th of June, the creators. You belong to the Gemini group, where intellect transforms into artistry. Your energy is not just about words, but about turning thought into forms of expression that touch hearts. You may be a natural storyteller, an artist, a content creator, or simply a friend who makes the world more beautiful through your words and actions. The universe chose you to bridge intellect and emotion through art. Yet, you can easily fall into impatience, for intellect wants speed, but art demands stillness. Your challenge is to learn patience with yourself, to let your mind and heart weave together, works and experiences with healing power. The 11th of June, the 21st of June, the healers. You are the closing Geminis of the season, carrying a deeper, more mature energy. You are the ones who turn your inner contradictions into understanding for others. You know that no pain is meaningless, no struggle wasted, because all of it can become material to help others find peace. Your energy is like a cool breeze on a summer day, bringing relief and comfort to weary souls. The universe has placed within you the ability to guide and soothe, but has also tested you with loneliness, so that you learn to heal yourself before becoming light for others. This path is not easy, but it is sacred. No matter which group you belong to, the pioneers, the creators, or the healers, all Geminis share one truth. You cannot live a small life. You cannot accept mediocrity, repetition, or confinement. Within you, there is always a calling to expand, to connect, to leave a mark. This is not worldly ambition. It is the cosmic truth written into your very design. Gemini's mission is to bring knowledge, connection, and light to the world in a way that only you can. So, dear Gemini, would you like to know which group you belong to? Leave your birth date in the comments, and together we will decode your group energy. And don't forget to subscribe, because this is only one step in the deeper journey into Gemini's secrets. A journey where, the further you go, the more you'll realize that no difference within you is meaningless. Each one is a piece of the cosmic puzzle, preparing you to become your truest self. Part 5. The Soul's Promise. Gemini wasn't born to live just enough. Dear Gemini, as we come to the end of today's journey, there is one truth you must etch into your heart. You were never created to live a small life, a life of just enough, a life that settles for stability alone. Gemini is not the soul of complacency. You are a child of the wind of movement, of learning, of transmitting, and that is why every time you feel restless, every time you feel lonely, every time you feel like you are never enough, understand this: it is not a curse. It is a wake-up call, a reminder that your soul was never meant to sit still. In astrology, Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of thought, words, and connection. Mercury moves with the fastest orbit in the solar system, and its energy flows within you the same way: quick, flexible, ever changing. That is why you can never remain in one place for too long, why you are flooded with ideas, why anything that moves too slowly makes you feel suffocated. Mercury is the embodiment of intellect in motion, of the exchange of information, and Gemini is its living expression. But because of this, when you are forced into a life of restriction, without communication, without sharing, without learning, you fall into crisis. Your natural position is the 3rd house in the natal chart, the house of communication, learning, close relationships, and everyday knowledge. This is your foundation, reminding you that every story you tell, every idea you pass on, carries the potential to become a seed of change in someone's life. This is the core mission of Gemini, to spread knowledge and light through connection. And when you live aligned with this, you not only enrich yourself, but you uplift the entire community around you. Still, Gemini often feels Mercury's heavy influence. When Mercury goes retrograde, something you sense more than anyone: your mind feels scattered. Your words may be misunderstood, your plans delayed. But do you know? These periods are necessary pauses, moments for you to reflect, to learn how not to only race with the outer world, but also listen to your inner voice. They are reminders that if you live only for external validation, your inner cup will always leak. It will never be full. The soul's promise of Gemini is not to chase recognition from outside, but to learn to recognize yourself. When you stop living to prove something to the world and start living to radiate the light within, you become your strongest self. When you speak your truest words, when you write, when you sing, when you share without fear of judgment, you not only free yourself, you become a beacon for wandering souls. Look at the zodiac wheel. Gemini stands between Taurus, the symbol of stability, and Cancer, the symbol of emotion. This is no coincidence. It shows that Gemini is the bridge, learning endurance from Taurus, empathy from Cancer, and weaving them into a wisdom uniquely your own. This is proof that you are not here just to change endlessly, but to transform that change into legacy, into light that helps others understand themselves. Gemini, you were born to be a guide through intellect and light, and to do so, you must dare to rise, to stop chasing external approval and to affirm, I am enough. I was created to shine in my own way. That is not arrogance. It is the truth of your soul, because only when you recognize yourself can your wounds heal, and only then can your wings fully open. So the next time you feel lonely, restless, or haunted by the thought of never enough, don't despair. See it as the universe's call, reminding you that the journey continues, that your soul is still evolving. You were not born to blend in, you were born to stand out. You were not born to stop. You were born to go far. And you were not born to live just enough. You were born to become the light others are searching for. If your heart is stirring right now, leave a comment. I am ready to shine as a Gemini, as your soul's vow that you are ready to step out of smallness and into your true self. And don't forget to subscribe, because every message you receive here is another step back toward your true power. Remember this: Gemini was never born to live just enough. You were born to shine. And that light only you can bring it into this world. Dear Gemini, after walking this journey together today, perhaps you've come to realize an important truth. Every contradiction, restlessness, or feeling of never enough within you is not a flaw, it is the very engine that drives your evolution. You were not created to live a life of just enough, but to explore, to communicate, to become a source of light for the souls who need you. This is not just an astrological message, it is also a practical lesson for your daily life. Start the habit of writing down your thoughts each day to release energy. Allow yourself to try something new, even something small, so that your mind and heart can expand. And most importantly, learn to recognize yourself before waiting for recognition from others. When you do this, you'll find the freedom, happiness, and radiance that have always been within you. If this video has touched you, leave a comment. I am ready to shine as a Gemini, to affirm that you are ready to step into your own light. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep receiving cosmic messages meant just for you, because our journey doesn't end here. And many more wonders are waiting ahead. Remember this: Gemini was not born to live just enough, but to shine brilliantly, exactly as your soul was always meant to. See you in the next video.